Some people have a voice that matters. Jerry Jones is one of those people. He is not a politician. He does not live inside the Beltway. He is an American who pays attention. After 1 year of Donald Trump's second term, he decided to issue a report card. A simple, clear verdict on the president's performance. Not a think tank analysis. Not a cable news poll endlessly dissected on TV. A straightforward look at promises made, promises kept, promises broken. Jones's perspective reflects what many Americans are thinking. They are not ideologues. They are practical. They want results, not rhetoric. Jones's method is direct. Major policy areas one by one, each with a grade. An A+ for a clear win. An F- for a total failure. This is not about liking the president's personality or his tweets. It is about the concrete actions that affect the country. What follows is an examination of this report card. We will go through it, item by item. We will look at the wins that earned an A+ and confront the failures that earned an F-. This is not a defense of Donald Trump, nor an attack. He gives Donald Trump an A+ for border security. For him, it is about national sovereignty and the rule of law. He notes negative net migration. More people left than entered illegally. A historic milestone. He calls it the result of a presidential crackdown on illegal immigration. Policies were controversial, but Jones believes they worked. He says a secure border underpins safety and prosperity. The economy also gets an A+ from Jones. He looks at his community. New investments, new jobs, a strong GDP quarter, lower energy prices helping family budgets, a cap on credit card interest to help people escape debt traps, tangible improvements, not just statistics. Deregulation and pro-American policies created optimism and opportunity. Another A+ for health and safety. Changes by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his team. Questioning long-held public health assumptions. Flu shots without thimerosal. Stopping COVID vaccine recommendations for healthy children. A victory for medical freedom and parental rights, Jones says. Not popular with medical groups or media, but he sees protections against overreach and corporate influence. High marks for transparency and declassification. By bringing secrets to light, he believes trust can be restored. The praise stops when he gets to the Department of Justice. Here, he gives the administration an F-, a statement of profound betrayal. He says the key 2024 promise was accountability. He expected indictments. He wanted consequences for alleged spying and the Russia hoax. He blames officials who weaponized agencies for political gain. A year has passed. He sees no meaningful action. The silence is deafening to him. A breach of contract with voters. He feels the swamp was not drained, perhaps protected. Reports of the Public Corruption Unit being gutted confirm his fears. Whispers of a Fed chairman probe are not the reckoning he wanted. He fears a two-tiered justice system is entrenched. The F- is tied to the handling of the Epstein files. A flashpoint of distrust. He expected full transparency exposing every powerful person involved. Instead, he sees a cover-up. Slow, secretive responses leave more questions than answers. Polls show 56% disapprove of how it has been handled, and 49% believe the president is covering up, including some Republicans. Jerry Jones awarded the economy an A+, but the grade is not without controversy. It is worth looking closer at the facts. Jones celebrates job growth and a manufacturing boom. However, official data paints a more complicated picture. Independent fact-checkers report a mixed record. Unemployment ticked up from 4.0% to 4.4%. That challenges the notion of a perfect jobs record. Manufacturing reportedly lost 63,000 jobs over the period, continuing a prior trend. Overall hiring cooled. December added only 50,000 jobs, mostly in healthcare, not factories. Inflation remains around 2.7% year over year, above the Fed's 2% target. Typical households spend about $184 more per month than a year ago. Energy costs are rising. Groceries are up. Medical care costs are increasing too. Nearly 3 in 4 say the president is not focusing enough on lowering prices. So why an A+? He grades on different metrics. Long-term energy moves promising independence. Clashes with the Federal Reserve. Bold deregulation he believes will unleash growth. Jerry Jones gives health policy an A+. He applauds a war on the public health bureaucracy. He points to changes at agencies like the CDC and NIH. Reports cite thousands of federal jobs cut and billions trimmed from research. He says the agencies had grown bloated and corrupt, beholden to pharmaceutical interests. He supports scrutiny of fluoride in water and vaccine policies. He cites new guidance ending COVID vaccine recommendations for healthy children and pregnant women. He praises mercury-free flu shots. Medical groups criticize these moves as unsound. But Jones says government is finally listening to parents and restoring bodily autonomy. He gives an A+ for declassification. He argues secrecy is the real danger. Critics warn sources and methods could be exposed. He insists Americans have a right to know. For him, sunlight is the best disinfectant. He believes the risk of transparency is far outweighed by the danger of a permanent secret government. Exposure, he says, is the first step toward a government that serves the people. Jones's report card mixes praise and criticism within a landscape of divided public opinion. A Newsweek poll shows overall approval at 39%, with 56% disapproving. That contrasts with the 55-60% he cited. Inside the GOP, approval is 81%, down from 94% after inauguration. Even the base shows some erosion. Concerns over the economy, healthcare, and the Epstein files have caused parts of his base to waver. One side emphasizes rising unemployment, manufacturing losses, and disapproval polls. The other touts historic drops in illegal migration, new energy deals, and deregulation. Many supporters view mainstream outlets as political opponents. Two separate information ecosystems emerge. Assessments hinge on which sources people trust. Jones consumes sources validating A+ on border and economy, and F- fears on justice. He seeks facts, but has lost faith in traditional gatekeepers. Citizens act as their own journalists, piecing truth from conflicting sources. It is difficult and frustrating, and fuels today's anger and division. In the end, Jones remains a supporter, but not a blind one. He sees the president as an imperfect battering ram. A battering ram is not a surgical tool. It is crude. It is destructive. It breaks through walls no one else can. He believes Washington's wall needs that force. A+ on border, economy, and health suggest it works, sometimes. But on justice, the ram can be stopped. No high-level prosecutions shake his confidence. He believes the fight is existential, so he sticks with the imperfect battering ram. The wins are real, but the most important battle, justice, is still waiting to be won. He is still keeping score.